Hi everyone, my name is Manuel Nasser, and I will be explaining how I made use of um the code functionality to even fulfill my assignment requirement, and also how I made use of the swag documentation. So I'll try to be as fast as I can on this because of the time. So I would be splitting my screen into four to make this faster so that I can just navigate freely. So this is my you can see oh sorry. All right, so sorry about this. So I have my MongoDB database here, and over here I have my VS Code. So I'll be moving my VS Code um just down here, and I would also have my render.com down here. All right, so let me clear this. Yes. All right. So, please follow me as I explain this. Now, in my controller.js, I have every single thing I require down here, starting from my create user, which is my post, down to my update user, which is my put, and then also my delete, which serves as my delete as well. And I export each one of these functions down here. Now I export them as a module exports, and over here I have my database connection that connects down to my JavaScript. This is my node modules, and over here I have my route starting from my index.js, which requires Swagger, down to my swagger.js itself, which has my API for my API documentation for my Swagger, and then also I had to install Swagger UI Express and also swagger.json, and I have my user route down here, which includes my gets and my posts, my puts, and also my deletes. Over here, I have my env, which contains my database, which connects the environment down to my MongoDB. And over here, I have my jtignore, where I have my node modules and my env file, which prevents it from being committed and being deployed. Alright, so I have my package files here. Then I have my routes.rest, which also send requests. Over here, I have it all well and properly set up. You can see this is me trying to see if my post functionality is working, creating on Peter Cole's post file. I also have my server.js here, which connects each one of my files, and you can see boldly here I have my body parser.json, and also my body parser as a required file, and I have my um access control as well for my files to allow the get, post, patch, put, delete, and options. And over here, I have my Swagger file, where my swagger.js, whereby I have every single file that is required for the Swagger file. And I have my swagger.json here, making use of HTTPS and also my render.com. Now, over here, now to access this, I will just have to make use of this URL, API-doc, and yes, now I have my swagger. Let me increase this so that everyone can see it boldly. Now I have this. Now, to make this faster, once I click on my get, try it, and I execute this, you would see each one of you see my hello world down here to show that it is working. Now, once I move down here and I click on try out, it brings out each one of my files here, and then you can see I have Peter Okoro occurring twice. So, and I also have an issue with something or badges file over here. So I will copy this ID now to make use of it. Okay. Now, let me minimize this. Now, once I click on my posts, you can see if I need to create a new one, I can easily do that. Now, let me try it out for you to see. I can easily add this as a file, and then I click on execute. You would see it's going to execute it down there. If I click on it more than once, it's going to execute it several times. And okay, let me execute this as well. Oh, the time is going. All right, so you can see any over here. So let's go down as fast as we can. Now we can see that our post is functioning very well. Let's move down to our get. Now when I click on this, I click on try out, then I click on this, I post the ID. I can make I can work on anything I want to work on over here as well. Okay, it's showing that because of this. So once I clear this out and then I click on execute. Sorry, I just want to check the time. Oh, my time is up. About then it keeps on running. Then I planned 5 minutes for this video. Alright, so once I click on this execute, now I can make the necessary correction. Now I want to change something. Okay, I can use it to, okay, so this is my get. I can use it to get a user's ID. Okay, let me confirm if that's all I can do over here. Yes, please, that's all I can do. Now let's check our puts. Now once I click on it and I click on try out, you can see it brings me down here. And then I click on, I enter the student's ID, sorry, the user ID. Then I click on execute. It executes the file. Then you can see down here it brings out any. Okay, so let me try that once again. Now I have my student. I click on execute. Now it brings me down here. Okay, so this is because of some previous errors that I haven't cleared off. Alright, so now let me click on execute. Let me cancel this. Clear this out. And then I execute afresh. That's request for the ID. Okay, that's what I needed it to do. Then I come down here. I click on execute. Yes, you can see. Now I have this. Wow, it's showing an error. Alright, so let me come back down here and then check the student ID. Let me change the ID that I picked. Let me use Peter Okowo. Alright, now I have a new and fresh ID copied. Then I come down here. I enter the new ID. Then I click on execute. Yes, here we are. Now, any changes I need to make therein, I can make the changes. So let's say I want to make change. I want to delete this particular part. Sorry, let me not delete it. I don't want any further error. Let me change the favorite color down to brown, and then I want to change the name down to Peter um Ola or or Ona Ohana or whatever I can pronounce that to be, and I click on execute. Yes, I'm sure that it's already working. So if we come down here and then we execute this, or let me not even stress myself, let me just get this particular ID. Yes, this is a good way to practice. Let me say it's a good practice. Then I click on execute. Yes, now you can see this changed down to brown. Then you can see I have Ohana as the name therein. Now you can see that the changes are working. Now once I click on delete and I come down here, I click on and try out. Then I enter the student's ID or the user's ID. Then I click on execute and see it brings me down here and it has been deleted. Now let's try to, using our proper practice, now let's try to execute this. It's meant to bring out an error. You can see the user does not exist. So it's not able to execute this nor generate any user. So this brings me back down to the end of my video, and I'm going to say it has been fun working on this. My name is Emmanuel once again, and I'm so proud to be here, and I'm so proud of my work. Thank you.